of the things I love about the show Falcon and the Winter Soldier is how they took inspiration from the comic run where Sam gives up being Captain America because of the backlash and the rejection he faces from the public. He picked up the mantle because he realized that he needed to wield the shield, bro. And in the show, we see that he takes on that mantle. Regardless of the rejection, what people will say, and the backlash, he still does it. Steve Rogers has been Captain America since like what, the 1940s? And it wasn't until the early 2010s where Sam evolved. That's what I don't like about the whole take he was better as Falcon. That's so like surface level. He still has his wings. He still has his tactics. He still has his aerial style combat, bro. All he has now is just the shield, those stars and stripes. He went from being Falcon to Captain America. That's not regression, that's evolution. Steve Rogers was the foundation of Captain America. Sam Wilson is the evolution. That's why Steve Rogers, man out of time. Sam Wilson, man in modern era. A lot of people don't understand these characters. I've seen a lot of people say, oh, when Brave New World come out, it just doesn't make sense. How is he Captain America after Endgame? Just completely dismissed a whole 6-episode show explaining his journey. And then ones also say he hasn't had really much of an arc. That's not true at all. Because so far in the MCU, we've seen him be a counselor and a veteran. We got to see his family life in Louisiana. We literally see his journey to accepting the mantle in the show, Falcon and the Winter Soldier. From giving the shield to the museum after having self-doubts. He literally says it himself in Endgame. It feels like it's someone else's. If you read the comics, you would know this is not out of character. He literally says it in this comic right here. Look, I'll even show you the page, bro. That's just one of the many comics where he displays his empathy. Just because his arc isn't flashy or your typical punch to get stronger story doesn't mean his arc is flat or that he hasn't had an arc at all. And then half the people don't even understand his character and never picked up a comic book in their life. Whether you like it or not, it's very essential. There's generally some people out there who really think and will look you in your eyes and say Captain America equals a super soldier. But he doesn't represent what America is. He represents what it should be and what it can be. Whenever I hear someone say, oh, DEI or Marvel is woke, I instantly know casual fan. I also don't understand the whole Bucky should have been Captain America argument. That doesn't even hold up weight. And then they say, yes, he became Captain America in the comics, but he wasn't Captain America long in the comics, bro. And John Walker should have stayed as Captain America. If they both should have kept the shield and been the true successor of the mantle, then there is no reason for them to be in Thunderbolts. There is no reason for them to get a second chance. Yelena just doesn't say everyone here has done bad things for no reason. And Sam, we got to see his relationship with Isaiah, with Bucky, with Steve, with Carly, and even GRC. Sam going from Falcon to Captain America is evolution. Characters are supposed to evolve and grow. You know how many Batmans there have been? You know how many Nightwings there have been? How many Robins there have been? How many Flashes there are? How many Lanterns there are? How many Spider-Mans there are? Look at Miles Morales. You know how many Black Panthers there have been?